Okay, so we're all back, and is Jerry back on the phone line?
Yep.
Okay, coming out of executive session, do we have any action on loan number A740? That would be somebody making a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve said loan with the contingent of adding on more collateral that is needed to suffice and satisfy the board.
I'll second.
Okay, well, motion on the floor to approve loan A740 with those conditions and the conditions provided by the loan officer. So with that motion, do we have any question? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Do we have any action on the employee review?
No action, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you. Okay, moving back to regular business. Curtis Elke, I saw was floating around. Is he still there? There he is. Turn your mute on. Let's go, fella.
Curtis, we're not able to hear you. No.
Can you all hear me now?
Yay!
All right, I had to de-dock my laptop. You just never know. Sometimes it works when it's docked and sometimes it does not. But thank you, Chairman Wright, and thank you everyone for the opportunity to give you a report out from NRCS. It's good to see all your still smiling faces. That's good. That's good. So anyway, I'll try to be as quick as I can. I know you all have been in meetings all morning here, but welcome, and it's good to have the opportunity again to share with all of you what's happening in our state and with NRCS from a national perspective as well. I really trust that everyone's doing well out there and staying healthy. That's been my focus here for many months, and I know some of yours as well. I want to let you know that I sent a letter to the governor asking for his consideration in permitting all NRCS Idaho employees receive the COVID vaccination in the current phase, in an earlier phase of delivery due to our continued need to serving our farmers and ranchers and private forest landowners within Idaho with safety in mind. And I've not received any correspondence back yet from the governor. It's been about 10 days, I guess, since I sent that letter in to the governor, but just bringing that to your attention. We've ordered additional disposable masks for our customers. We have quite a few offices now that are in the phase 2 status. There's phase 0, which is the gating period, phase 1, then phase 2, phase 3, and then open 100%. Actually, phase 3 is open for business, 100% with some precautionary measures associated. And we do have 2 office locations that are currently in phase 3, and all of our staff and partners are allowed back into the offices again, and they are Gooding and Salmon are the 2 offices right now that are in phase 3. Like I said, we have a number of offices in the phase 2. I think it's 10 additional office locations that are in phase 2. And I can get that list to you, which offices those are. We've been asked to currently go into a freeze on our phases and such until new guidance is coming out from the department with the new administration and such. They're going to rewrite the playbook and the rules associated with the playbook, and we should receive that as early as probably next week. I'm thinking, and Dr. Greg Parham with the Office of the Secretary is leading that effort. So there may be more information to share with you all. I don't foresee us reverting back because the rules have changed. I guess see us being, we are today, and we're actually sitting pretty good. In fact, real good compared to other states in the nation as far as what phase of level we're in. And it's good to see the trends kind of leveling off and even going down a little bit here in Idaho. That's good. But as you know, we've been mandated to wear the masks on all federal property, unless you're in an office. Like I'm in my office right now with the door closed. I'm by myself. That's the only, I guess, excuse that I have, and am authorized not to wear a mask for those purposes. So we do plan on start transitioning back into the offices from teleworking during phase 2 status. For the state office here, I'm allowing up to 20 people back into the office of the 31 personnel that we have, so about a 2/3 status for phase 2. And I'm allowing some more flexibilities out there, with caution, of course. And as far as the partners go and what we're allowing, those partners that are doing NRCS work during phase 2 are allowed to come back into the office and be part of that rotation. And phase 3, you'll be able to come back into the office and just be like normal business. But there will be the mask wearing mandate still in place. So those people that just are not comfortable, I guess, with mask wearing or have underlying health conditions, and that I am considering, allowing them to continue to telework for some time yet until we know that everybody is safe. And that the social distancing is really important too. And it's everything I'm sharing with you isn't really new. I mean, everybody knows, what the guidance has been from our governor as well. And we've fallen suit with Governor Little and where he's at and what he's been saying too. But I wanted to share with you this morning, or this afternoon now, this afternoon, our priorities for the next couple months and into the next, or into this rest of this fiscal year. And so some of the priorities that I have for the next few months and fiscal year will be to first, as I just mentioned, transitioning our staff back into the offices in a very safe manner. And your safety, my employees' safety is my #1 priority at this time. And phase 2, we're allowed to allow customers in the office as well. So I'm asking our farmers, ranchers, private forest landowners, customers that are scheduling an appointment with us to come into our office to do business with us. And we can still go out and see them. There's nothing saying that we can't get in our vehicle and go out and be a convenience to our landowners and farmers and ranchers and partners even. So we want to be a convenience, and that's one of my priorities that I'm going to talk about a little bit later here. But conservation planning, that's a huge priority of mine. And so I want us to continue focusing on our agency lifeblood and getting conservation planning and implementation of our plans as well. We currently have about 80 to 90 certified planners in the state for NRCS, and my expectation is for Idaho to have 800 to 900 plans completed this year. We historically have been completing about 500 plans, and I want to up our game. I'm raising the bar on the conservation plans that we get done out there, and with quality too. I don't want to just go just to get them done. It's not a numbers game here, but at the same time, we need to do more planning. I mean, that's our lifeblood, like I said, and that's what our customers are expecting us to do. So what we're doing is we're developing a strategy and a plan on how we can reinvigorate our planning process with the customer in mind. And that's through the NCPP and our partners at NACD and many other our partners involved in this reinvigoration of what a conservation plan should look like. So I'm inviting you to my table to talk about what a plan should look like. So you'll be getting an invitation from me, because I want to hear from you. I want to hear from the districts. I want to hear from my partners on what do you think a plan should look like, and the effectiveness of the plan. What are some things that maybe we should consider maybe not including in the plan? I'm trying to get rid of the 4-pound plan at the time, but make it useful, make it valuable to the customer in mind. So soon, I'd say within the next 4 to 6 weeks, you'll be getting an invitation from me for your feedback on what you'd like to see in a plan. Another priority of mine is being, like I said earlier, being a convenience to our customer and the customer experience. I expect regular and routine follow-up on every plan, every contract, and every time that we are providing some kind of technical assistance or administration to our customers and partners. This means more than just practice reminder letters that we send out to our customer, waiting for them to come visit us. As we all know, we're in this time of pandemic that they're not coming to see us. So it really is an opportunity, I feel, to get out there and see them. A telephone call, an email, a text, or that in-person visit to their farm or ranch is what I'm expecting from our field staff. This is what has made NRCS and our districts, the very best in customer service over the years, and continues to be our relevance and our relationship builder of trust. So we'll continue to do that. Budget, let me talk a little bit about budget. We are planning to fund more high priority EQIP applications this year than what we've ever done in recent years. We have a lot of applications in the drawer. We typically fund about 450 EQIP applications every year. I think we have an opportunity to fund somewhere in the neighborhood of 700-800 applications this year. So I'm going to be requesting additional funds once we determine how much money that actually would involve. And we need to have the justification. We have the justification of the number of applications, but I need to know how much are these applications going to cost and how much more money are we going to need. So far, we've been allocated about $10 million for EQIP, and I'm prepared to ask for another 10 million. And with that 10 million comes, that's financial assistance for the customer, comes technical assistance dollars as well, which is about 9% of every dollar that we ask for FA equivalates out to TA. So 9% to pay the salaries of my staff, and partnership agreements or whatever it be to help support that program. And leads me to my next priority, which is quality control and quality assurance. As we build our business, we also need to be cognitive and assured that every product that we deliver is delivered with quality in mind, always. And this is now a primary role of our conservation team leaders, which that we just recently hired. And that's going to be their role and responsibility, is the quality assurance, the quality control for their team, and making sure that the work is being completed in a quality manner. Also making sure that their team members have all the necessary tools, training, and support to do their job the very best they can with proficiency and completeness. So I'm really, again, I'm raising the bar on some of this quality assurance and quality control and such. Let me talk about staffing just real quick. So I'm prepared. Yeah, as you know, I mean, we hit rock bottom levels of staffing in the last couple years, and we were down to 118 staff at one point. And that's, I don't know if Idaho's ever seen that kind of number. And there was a lot of different factors involved in that. One was the human resources teams, and that weren't set up, didn't have the capacity to hire people in a very timely manner. We had a hiring freeze, as you recall. We had some budgetary issues going on. A lot of different things that contributed to that, but I'm happy to report that we are hiring and have been hiring significantly here in the last 6-8 months, and or longer, almost a year now, I guess I should say, and are prepared to get our staffing numbers up to 153, including 13 direct hire authority positions. And our agency was approved by the previous administration to bring on an additional 1,525 positions to increase our numbers within NRCS. So I put in for 13 through the first wave, and we plan and have been recruiting and submitting applications up to the HR team to follow up with the process of hiring these people. And it's been going pretty well so far. And we've been getting some tremendous applicants with some good qualities. We've been able to, I guess not recruit, but retain and convert in some of the NACD, NRCS agreement positions, which I know you guys know about that, and that's been a great hiring tool as well. So we've also have promoted several people in our state through the staffing reorganization structure, assisting with their career path and retaining our investments within Idaho. We'll continue to hire the right people with the skill sets for the right location here in Idaho. We still can't, even though our numbers are going up, we still cannot do it by ourselves. We need the commission, we need the conservation districts, we need everybody. We need all of our partners engaged and helping us get our work done and providing that service that we all want to do to our customers. We all have the same customers. And so really need to work together on that. And I'm working with some of our other partners like U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, Fish and Game, the Office of Species and Conservation, IDL. Just to mention a few, Department of Ag. I mean, I'm working with the directors as well, and what can we do more to leverage our resources, our available resources, financial and human resources, and what are some projects that we have that we'd like to do together out there. Cheatgrass is just one example of a project that we're working together on, but there's so many opportunities out there that we can do more of if we all come together and work together. So I guess the only other thing I have to say is that our new incoming Secretary of Agriculture, Tom Vilsack, is scheduled to be confirmed next Tuesday. And so we'll hopefully have more direction and on what this new administration expects from USDA and FPAC and NRCS specifically. So we're waiting to see and to hear, I mean, what that is, but our anticipation is that this administration is focusing more so on the environmental impacts side of the fence and climate change kind of topics, carbon sequestration, carbon credits. So we've been doing that. We have 160 different practices to choose from, and all of us have been doing that. We just need to find a better way on how to articulate the works, the good works that we've all been doing, and how to tell our story on the environmental side, more so than what we have in the past, and the benefits that all of our conservation practices and our hard works and has been providing over the years. And so I'm looking into that and how we can do that, how we can articulate, but how we can develop a matrix, I guess, or a measurement system in telling our story more so. And I've been, again, talking with other partners as well on this, and how can we maybe pool our resources in telling our story. I have one public affairs specialist, and I don't expect Mindy Rambo to do all this. We all got to be doing it. And so we're trying to figure that out. How can we better tell our stories? And I know that's what you want to. The commission is telling your story and you know, the benefits that the districts provide, that the commission provides, that all of our partners provide. I mean, we're all working together for the same cause out there. And so anyway, I think I'll stop there and see if there's any questions from anyone. Here say, I appreciate the time that you've given me to speak on behalf of NRCS. And again, I'll just say that, you know, I'm always grateful and humbled to be your state conservationist here in Idaho. And I appreciate all the support that you all give me. So thank you.
Thanks, Curtis. Does other people have a question for Curtis?
I don't have a question. I just want to say that NRCS showed they were ahead of the game on soil health. And you've all set it up so great that now that just plays into climate change work perfectly. And so now we just need to, as you say, get the word out and get those soil health principles inserted into the existing programs, and away we go.
Thank you so much. And as you know, and maybe you don't know, but we have I guess a new stage, I'll just call it. It's called 5 for 5. And maybe you've heard of that, maybe you were a part of it. But it's 5 slides for 5 minutes, and each presenter gets that opportunity to talk about soil health. And Sean Niels, our state soil scientist here, is leading that effort. We had a very successful hour and a half of presenters here last week, and we're going to do a second one as well. And we've already have a handful of interested participants that want to talk about what they're doing, you know, to help soil health. And I would really invite any district, any conservation district, to be a part of that. And if they're doing some great projects out there, to speak on it. It's only 5 minutes, so it's not really too hard to do. And you don't have to have 5 slides. You can have 2 slides, but it's up to 5 slides, and you do have 5 minutes to do that. But just a suggestion. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Any other further questions for Curtis?
I don't have a question.
Go ahead, Wayne.
I was just going to say I watched your 5 for 5 last time, and Jared sent the link. So we're debating about what we can come up with. So we've done a really good project with the commission and on Red Rock. So I think that'd be a good one to put in there. So thanks for doing that. That was really interesting to watch.
You're very welcome. And I hope that you guys can be a part of it next time. Be great.
Great, thanks.
Okay. With that, I think we're about to come to conclusion of our meeting, have we not? Okay. With that, I will accept the motion to adjourn, which I'll make. We shall talk to all of you later. Thank you very much. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Thank
See
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hi, Terry.
Hi, Kathy.
See ya.
Hi, Eric. Bye, Chantel.
Bye, Jerry.
Hi, Curtis. They left us alone.
I think Curtis might be frozen.
too.